Tēnā koutou katoa, anō mai haere mai ki Taupo. Good morning, welcome to Taupo for day 2 of Super Rugby Aotearoa Under-20's. My name is Nigel Yolden. Later in the day you'll hear from former Tongan captain Willie Loso, but providing commentary for our opening game of day 2. It's former junior All Black prop forward Ben Castle. Kia ora, Ben.
Kia ora, Nigel Moreno. Kia ora, everyone. Well, teams, as you say, underway now in their campaign, day 2. And they would have reviewed day 1, in particular the Barbarians, who had only really spent days together before this tournament. And they would definitely benefit from time together and having that game and getting their combinations right. And they're up against that Blues side who couldn't get over a very well-drilled Crusaders side on day 1.
There you see the lovely scene. Weather forecast not too great for Taupo. There is some rumours of storms lurking around about midday. Fingers crossed that the weather forecasters have maybe got that one wrong. We always live in hope, although they are so much more accurate than what they used to be back in the day. Ben, run us through this Barbarian side.
Well, Vincent Green from Waikato, Bryn Gordon and Rona Tuali'i, they're a good front row together, benefiting now from time. Jamie Hanna was outstanding in game 1, the captain in the second row, as was Harrison Morton. See Elijah Croswell there on the open side flanker, former captain of Palmerston North Boys High School. Jack Parker at 15, his boot today will be important. He was another one who really impressed on day 1.
Yeah, for the Blues, Stephen Bates, the coach, has made a few changes, a little bit rotational. Some of it has been forced by injury. You will see Will Basin starting at number 7, regular skipper Cam Church just with a little bit of a niggle, the short turnaround. Stephen deciding that he's going to save his skipper for their next game, which is on Saturday. So Wallace Satiti, who comes in at blindside, will captain this side, but a lot of players who are on the bench getting an opportunity in this game against the always fun and entertaining, even if they have only been together for a short period of time, Barbarian side. They're coached by a guy who just loves flowing rugby, that being Paul Feeney. Stephen Bates, mind you, coach of the Blues, he doesn't mind the ball getting chucked around a little bit either, as Jamie Hanna leads out the New Zealand Barbarians. Familiar red shirt. It's great to see as well the number 9 out, Joel Lamb. Joel was sent off in the opening game. However, they were able to, there's Joel, good to see. However, they were able to establish that it was not a red card offence going through the judiciary. And great that Joel is able to play this particular game. These things happen. That's the reason why the judicial process is in there. They were able to establish through footage that there was nothing malicious with regards to what happened. And so great to see Joel Lamb, who will vice-captain the Barbarians, out there today. As out come the Blues, led by Wallace Satiti, student of De La Salle College. So a few changes that they have made, combination of opportunity and injury. They've also made a change in that second row too, with Josh Berry coming in replacing Alan Craig again. Injuries that, normal circumstances, maybe with the week, wouldn't have been an issue being cancelled, but this is a 3-day turnaround, and these are young men who are hopeful of continuing into the professional ranks at some stage, so there is just no need to push them.
Yeah, they're emerging talent in the contest at the breakdown in particular, the contact, the size of these young men. They do need that chance to recover in review, and they are in front of the national selectors, of course, as Dan Wainga, referee today. But in front of those national selectors, Tamai Matson, Corey Jane, Tom Donnelly. So making sure each squad gets an opportunity in their best form possible as well, when they're fresh. And they both would have reviewed these games we mentioned earlier. And the Blues showed glimpses of brilliance in that game against the Crusaders, but a very well-drilled Crusaders side ended up triumphant. And the Barbarians, well, they had a pretty tough one, didn't they, against the Highlanders in day 1. But now some of the combinations that they'll be used to one another. They'll know where line-out lifts are, where scrum binds are, where running lines are.
It was hard for a team which really is thrown together. I think it's 14 provincial unions that are making up or have supplied players to the Barbarians. And we are underway by the right foot of Jackson Rainford. So a little bit of a breeze at the back of the Barbarians. Straight away the Blues punching in, looking for a possible 22.50. We'll explain some of the rule variations they're using as we go this morning. But it's the Barbarians with their first opportunity. Rainsford's nice little short ball there. Carrying his Tuiali'i. wanting to come out wide. This is Salmaki with strong ball carry, but quickly over that ball is Satiti, but they've recycled nicely. And early on, we're seeing some real good continuity straight out the gate from the Barbarians. Nice carrying into Blues territory. Back it comes here to Lamb. Oh, big shot. Rocks the head back there of Jamie Hanna. Little pick and a snipe and a twist and a turn. Again, Blues trying to get over it, but this is nice work from the Barbarians to start. Another carry, a little bit too upright and driven back, but again presents well. Comes away, Hanna again. He won't shirk his responsibility, the skipper. Lamb, little kick over the top, trying to turn the Blues around. Bit of an opportunity here. That's McKenzie having to come back. Can they get him and drive him in? No. Good work by Jock McKenzie. Yorble organising. So they're going to try and run this one out. Trying to get to the outside. Ikawasi, who was good against the Crusaders on day one. Yorble back to McKenzie, the left footer in the pocket. Looking to clear for touch. Finds it. Barbarians won't muck around from this situation, and they don't. Quickly out to Parker. So dances way past the first one, and he runs into the hard shoulder of Josh Berry. Lamb. Looking to go wide. Rainsford, nice little step, gets the offload. There's the running line we heard Ben Castle talking about there. That was Quinton Nichols. Why'd they come trying to get the quick ball on was Rowan Slater. And now Grindlay, chance to counter down that right wing. He's got the pace. Parker trying to track across. Can he get him? Grindlay tries to the outside. Too much speed. And against the run of play, the Blues get the first try of the game through the impressive Maihana Grindlay.
Oh, completely against the run of play. Came off some very good defensive work in the end, but after 2 minutes,
Conversion rate.
the Barbarians, well, they have to walk back and get under the post. It's a tough one for them. You see it here. This is out of some good defensive work. It was Mucker who came off the line, and he hit Slater, and then the ball loose, and then Maihana Grindlay out of King's College a couple of years ago, just the pace down there to back himself and get over. Well, the Barbarians, they set up so well, retaining that ball and getting over that advantage line, but then just that one moment of defence, that good line speed. They just pounced on it, didn't they, the Blues?
Try was converted as well by Jock McKenzie. So it is 7 points to 0. The key, if you're Jamie Hanna, captain of the Barbarians, is under the post. Gentlemen, for 2 minutes, that's what we want to do. Just trying to make sure they react and stay composed, because that was a really nice opening 2 minutes before that turnover. And straight away, and Stephen Bates, well, he was frustrated on Sunday with their inability to make sure they do the next moment correctly. And again, from a restart, they've now handed the Barbarians great field position, although they will back themselves in the scrum, Ben Castle, because it was very good against the Crusaders early on.
Yeah, that's right. The Barbarians struggled in the set piece against the Highlanders in day one, but this is a great attacking area for them, and they will benefit from that game together now. So how they are set here, their combination, their timing of engagement will be critical. And that good feed from the halfback Lamb, he's been impressive in these opening minutes. That's a good hit.
Ball sitting at the back, just ploughing straight through go the Blues. Ball is still sitting there. Barbarians can go, and they work to this blind side. That's a nice carry by Gordon. Bumping them off, Bryn Gordon still going. Lamb quickly away. Rainsford. Flying out of the line was McKenzie. Still there though. Well recycled by the Barbars. Rainsford again. Stop and a step and trying to get the hands free. They've got up underneath them. He needs to try and get a knee to the ground. This was under advantage though. But Dan Waianga is saying the Blues are up offside. There'll be a chance for a shot at goal if they so desire.
Well, would that be Barbarian style? I'm not sure.
No, I don't think it was. It's not Barbarian style. It's not Paul Feeney style. Great to see them moving. Hanna, quick hands on. Gordon in the corner. And the Barbars stroke back. Great smile from Bryn Gordon out of Manawatu. And we're at 7-5 with a kick to come.
Well, it's the man that started it, really got the momentum. This man down that left-hand side after the scrum was a little bit messy. The hit was good. It just took the pressure on, that big weight from the Blues, but the ball was still available. And Lamb, well, he opted to go left in the hookup. Well, Gordon, who's come out left, made that first run. And then under advantage, and then in true Barbarian style, this is good hands from Hannah. Does go across too, and very good hands from Gordon as well. And over in the corner, what a way to open their scoring.
A prospect of that outstanding learning institution, both educationally and rugby. That is Palmerston North Boys High School, Bryn Gordon. So now a chance to level things up from out wide. So that breeze coming off his right shoulder. Lying left to right as you see it from your screen. Straight down the middle. 7-all. Barbarians and Blues all tied up after 6.
Oh, that's really evidence of time now together, this team. Understanding calls, understanding voices. That one to go left there, I'm sure Lamb would have had that call. There would have numbers available. And then the quick tap as well, and they're holding space, holding width. That's the key on that penalty there.
Jack Parker it was with the conversion of that try by Gordon. Now can the Barbarians secure possession? Yes, they can. Toiali'i carries with purpose. Lamb away. Hannah, he'll do that all day. So will that defensive unit of the Blues. That's Will Basin who's got him up and trying to drive him down. The man that's come in for Cam Church. Drops. Lamb clears. Big hard right foot step there by Levi Halua-Atinga out of North Otago. Look at the kid from the heartland go up to halfway. Great carry. Left running ball, a little bit messy. Rainsford. They're up on him. Barbarians going to need to get back, and they do so. Harrison Morton with the mullet, carrying and presenting well. Lamb looking for space. Back waiting for that one there is Ikawasi. Chance to clear on the left foot for Sophia Maka. And a nice touch finder. And it will be, again, more territory, more possession for the New Zealand Barbarians.
That's well played. Now we get a chance to see their line out as well. And the combinations here. Looks to be a short line out. Elijah Croswell's made his way out into that back line.
They're looking. Oh, it's a little bit of a misfire. They still get it back, though. Out into the midfield. There you see Salmaki out of Tasman on the carry. To St Andrews and Christchurch. Another carry by Jamie Hannah. And for a little snipe. Good hands. Now they get that ball away. Good strong carry. Now Pa'a. Inside ball. The Barbars are up. Beautiful try finished off by Jack Parker. That's Barbarians rugby. That's good rugby, Ben Castle.
Well, it's outstanding rugby. The skill level is outstanding as well. There's forwards and backs combining. Napa'a there just out the back door. This is Halua-Atinga, then back inside, and Parker running a brilliant line. Well, it's off a scrappy line-up, but they carried into the midfield and they got over the advantage line. Then they looked to come to the right-hand side, and just some individual brilliance and skill level from these Barbarians players. And Jamie Hannah, the captain, he got them over the advantage line. Good quick ball. Oh, what a start.
Good early carry as well by Isi Salmaki as well to set a nice target, in midfield. Great start for the Barbarians. So now Parker from the opposite side. So that breeze will be coming from, as you see it on your screen, just left to right ever so slightly. And he's pushed that one away. So try is unconverted, but it's the Barbarians with the lead by 12-7. So they're being coached by the well-travelled Paul Feeney. And Paul, always a coach that loves positive play. But already just 10 minutes in, as you pointed to in the opening, Ben, you're seeing the benefit just for that game that they had under their belt against the Highlanders. These are two sides that actually lost their opening encounters. There's another great carry by Napa'a. Wide it comes to Morton. Hannah in there cleaning out once again. Lamb. No, that's not Rainsford, that's Nichols, excuse me. Good carry by Quentin. Presents, picks and goes. Guess who? Hannah. Lamb, little inside ball. Nice line. Good combination by the two prop forwards. Brings a smile to Ben Castle's face. Nichols with another carry. This is great continuity and pace from the Barbars. There's another carry by Vincent Green this time. Lamb, Rainsford, takes the contact. There to help once again is Captain Hannah. Lamb, now coming on the hard line is Rowan Slater. Parker up, playing first receiver, dancing his way through, meeting a beautiful tackle by Dayton Yobu. Hannah again, trying to get over that ball, the Blues. Good clean out work, Barbarians. Rainsford with some space here. Little inside ball lost. Now can the Blues counter? As Vakatini gets the ball. Yobu, McKenzie, looking to go wide here. Satiti trying to get to the outside. Pops the ball to Cobb. Slater's got him covered. Going through and picking the pocket nicely is Robertson. This was all under advantage. Player down as well for the Blues. It looks like it might be Joel Cobb down there. As the trainer just does those tests, Ben Castle, that we don't like to see. The testing of the stability of the knee.
We'll get a look at it here. This is Slater coming across. Just didn't look much in it there.
Just looked like he just collapsed a little bit under him as he went to try to accelerate.
That was Jack Robinson's turnover as well, just straight on the spot. He looks in some discomfort, but two things that really stand out for the Barbarians are that they're working in 2s and 3s and 4s, and they're always getting over the advantage line. So there's always someone there to take the ball, and there's someone there to clean out really well, which is giving really good service to Joel Lamb, the halfback. So there's just options left and right of that breakdown, and that's keeping the pressure on that defensive line of the Blues.
So just as there's a break, and looks as though Joel Cobb looking very ginger on that left knee. Doesn't look good at all. As I said, we saw them doing the stability tests, that trying to analyse any damage, either structurally or any damage to tendons, ACLs, MCLs and the like. So it looks like Corey Evans will come on. Evans, who started at second 5 against the Crusaders. It's a shame for Joel Cobb out of that famous Ponsonby club. It looked very lively and limited opportunity on Sunday against the Crusaders.
Well, it gives both teams a well-earned water break as well. There's been plenty thrown at this. And a lot of it are the men in red.
I was about to say, the Barbars won't want a big break. They want to keep going. They've got a beautiful rhythm to their game at the moment. So,
Come on.
yeah, I tell you what, work rate of Jamie Hammond, the captain out of Canterbury.
Yeah, quite agree.
So, representatives from Canterbury, North Otago, North Harbour, Tasman, Auckland. Quinton Nichols playing against blokes I'm sure he's very familiar with. Manawatu, Taranaki, Otago, Waikato, Thames Valley. I'll tell you what, there'll be a big cheer when Andrew Peters comes on. King Country lad.
Local hero.
Well, what a lovely moment it'll be for that young man, should that opportunity arise. And it will arise. This is a scrum. Loose head and feed to the Blues. 2 to the near side, 4 out to the right of that scrum. Good scrum by both sides now. Blues with a bit of a march. Off the back comes Kawasi. Yulbo. McKenzie wants to float that over the top. Trying to get that Shaw Tate involved, lurking out wide. And they have moved Sage out to that right wing. We'll confirm that for you shortly. Nice hands. There's Evans. Ball has been lost. Gordon snaps it up for the Barbarians. Not trying to get to the outside. That's Elijah Croswell out of Manawatu. Lamb. Ball comes away to Hannah. They're going to play the initial knock on. So it does look as though they've moved Corey Evans into second 5 for the Blues and pushed Sage Shaw Tate out to the right wing. Just looking at the formation, that looks like it's confirmed. You can see Corey Evans there with the big strapping on his left leg, just moving outside Jock McKenzie in the Blues back line. And there's a big open side away to that left-hand side, Ben Castle, yet everyone's stacking out to the right.
Yeah, I think The options out here to the right. They've got to nail the scrum first. They were under pressure. And here it comes again, that big weight. Well,
penalty goes against the Blues.
That's pushing on the angle.
So a chance now for Jackson Rainsford. Let's have a look at this.
Just see when it's Leandro Vacatini in front there. Where that's collapsed on that far side. That's what referee Wanga has seen. But this is based off really good defence. A mistake from the Blues. Penalty scrum time, and now another great attacking opportunity.
Well, the last line out was a bit botched and they scored off it. That's much better as Morton sails high. Now Rainsford. Nice little short ball coming in off that wing was Robertson. Nice offload. Gee, there's some confidence in the Barbars. Lamb with a little kick through off the back of Morton. Here come the Blues with a chance to counter. Yobel wanting to come away. He's the try scorer, Grindlay. Yobel again organising, wanting some protection. Ball was that touch. It was touched by Hannah. Claimed by Lamb. Flicks it back to Halua Atanga. Another good carry by the man from North Otago. Lamb. Nichols. That's picked up nicely by Salmaki. Floating ball to Gordon, lurking like all good hookers should out on the wing. Dancing and offloading. Robertson. That's going to be a penalty for the high shot on Jack Robertson. Hey, Bryn Gordon started this game impressively with a try and several very good touches. Rainsford punches it into the corner and says, let's go again.
Yeah, get a good look at it here, just fighting down that left-hand side, and then the offload again. There's the high shot. It's coming across. He was slipping down. But they identified space so well. Might have been Parker throwing that big ball out to the left-hand side. They're holding their width, and Gordon down that side. There they go.
Hannah takes that down. Barbarians look to drive on him. Gordon gets it smuggled. A little way on here at the moment. Now it stops. Resets again. This is well set by the Barbarians. They're only 10 out. Yobel goes in. That's a blatant penalty. Easy one for Waianga, and the Barbarians said, doesn't worry us, we're going to keep going. Now Lamb wanting to get involved. Now if the Blues gone through and managed to secure that ball, they've wrapped up Hannah. Won't matter because all under advantage against Dayton Yobel for coming in. The Barbarians will just tap this one back into the corner and reload again.
Well, there's a very good line out. Time getting nice and high. They're well set in the drive. Probably be a little bit more dynamic when they're moving forward. So another great, and look how many into this line out. There they are.
This is Barbarians rugby.
Brilliant.
To the middle, Hannah. Oh, it's not straight. They've muffed the transfer. And now Yobu's going, let's get wide. We've got an opportunity because they stack so many in there. They do come out wide. Player out. Now with a bit of space down this right-hand side. Inside ball. Great. Nankivell was supporting. And now that's been turned over, but no.
Yeah.
Going in, says Dan Waianga. Lovely breakout by the Blues.
Yeah, well, there's the risk, isn't it? By throwing, well, nearly 12 into that line out. The turnover would have been interesting going to the middle of that line out there and all the setting up that drive with all the players in there. But it was a very good scramble as well from the Barbarians. Rowan Slater coming across at the end there to make that tackle. Here's the breakout and the pace. Just slightly too much there. And there's Parker making that initial tackle. Good ball back inside. And there's Slater making that tackle.
Good run by Maka. On the left. Here is Leota. Hans Leota. Not straight. The Blues and just me, a little bit more noise coming out of the grandstand in the opening 17 minutes of this game.
I think there's plenty of supporters for this Barbarian side, and there's no doubt that the power of Auckland and the players they have available to select from. So the underdog, you'd say the Barbarians, any opportunity they get, the crowd's certainly enjoying it. In particular, the Barbarians on that occasion with that throw there. They're all clapping. They're throwing some energy into this.
Well, there's just something about the Barbarians club, the philosophy that they bring to the sport, both on and off the field. Hard not to like them. And for a quick heel. Twisting and turning, and away they go. Rainsford skips, wants to get Salmaki involved. He goes wide, too high for Jack Robertson to pull down, and it'll be another line out for the Blues, far side. Rare moment of inaccuracy from the Barbarians. They've only really had two. One led to a runaway try, and that wee moment there. Blues, and they just sort of flicked back. That's been let go. There's the big carry by Kawasi. It's carried by James Brown. Presents. Yobble. McKenzie takes on the line, gets hit by Salmaki. Grindlay, taken by Gordon. Cleaning through. Yobble with a little kick through. Diving on that one is Aluratinga. Going to come back. Saying with the tackle.
Legs over horizontal.
Through. Yes.
Just looked like a good tackle.
Well, Dan Waianga is happy he doesn't have to take any further sanction, maybe just a wee chat with the offender, but nothing more. So the Blues with their third line out in a very short space of time. So they go to the more traditional setup. 6 forwards with the 7th joining, and now here comes the 8th at the back, and Hans Leota, the hooker. Now they will look to try and drive. This is well set, and they've got a good way on. 10 metres to the try line. They are just walking comfortably. They are ambling. They are on a Wednesday morning stroll in Taupo at the moment. Now Leota tries to bust free and get it. Can't. Comes out wide. Into touch. Again, penalised the defending Barbarian side.
Well, a bit more to this one here. There's gone to the pocket.
So it looks like Rona Toialeti that has been sent.
Oh, a yellow card there, but no penalty try. So convinced that a try wouldn't have been scored. But a very good line-out drive from this Blues pack, so that'll give them... Well, they've opted for a scrum, so they have to get a replacement prop on, won't they, the Barbarians?
Well, they're going to go with Trinity McQueen out of Thames Valley.
You see the drive here. They're well set, just moving through. The numbers arrived. They're patient, but the ball needed to be further back. Hans Leota, he needed to shuffle that ball back. We'll just see. Yeah.
Play
just not getting back.
Yeah, just natural instinct there taking place. Saw the ball coming in and put the hands up, and so there's also, of course, been a change with a player having to come off. I think they've removed, might have been Napa'a, Filiami Napapa, who's come off, the number 8. Confirm that for you shortly. Looks like they've got Isi Salmaki packing down at number 8 for the Barbarians. No, it's Levi Halur, Atinga, packing at number 8. Held at the back, big scrum coming from the Blues. They'll hold it at the back. This is under advantage. They're just going to walk this across. Ikawasi with the try. Vaulini Ikawasi with his first try of the tournament. And we're back at 12 all after 21 minutes.
Well, powerful scrum. We've seen it really all of this half. Taking them on at the set pieces in this here, with it, they're just marching through. You can see the Barbarians, their heads are up as loose forwards. They can't keep any more weight on. It's good patience from Ikawasi. It's a good skill, this, just with that right foot there. When a scrum's moving that fast, their head, it's actually really tough to keep that ball under control. So he's done very well. And then just to plonk it down, it's good reward. Ready for a pack that's been dominant across those set pieces.
So a chance now for Jock McKenzie to put the Blues in front for the second time today. Open the scoring with that runaway try by Round at Grindlay. Kenzie just with a slight breeze into his face. And brings it across the face. So, unconverted, and we remain at 12 all. There is Lenny Akwasi, big man, 1 metre 90, weighs 105 kgs. Great athlete off the back of this Blues pack. The Barbarians just taking a bit of time, knowing they've got to eat a bit of the clock. With Rona Toialiti on the yellow card chair. Restart going deep as Rainsford. Let it bounce, have the Blues, and Kawasi will carry out. Nice tackle by McQueen in the headgear. Yob organising. Lots of chat coming out of the Blues halfback. Sweeps this back to McKenzie onto that left foot, looking to clear. Taken by Rainsford, no opportunity to go quickly this time. So the Barbarians with the line out. Brent Gordon comes across. Four-man line out for the Barbarians up the front, taken nicely by Morton. Quickly away, although a little bit messy. Grabbing that is Nichols. Looking out wide there is Croswell. The Queen getting over the top, giving Lamb good protection there. There's Hannah. Offloads, bouncing around a little bit. Backwards is the call. Charging forward, that's Vincent Green. He lays nicely again. Trying to go wide, good quick hands. Parker, Robertson. Offloads, good support, Croswell. Down short of the 22. Lamb, Rainsford, flat ball, good carry, Vincent Green. Nice presentation again. Going for a bit of a snipe this time is Joel Lamb. Blues trying to get over the top. Hannah will play halfback. They've got the Barbars skipper. He's managed to protect and he'll smuggle it back. Short ball from Morton. Trying to get the hands free for the offload. Again, nice continuity and flow coming from the Barbarians. Here's Robertson. Lamb quickly on top of him, and that's been picked by Corey Evans. Good turnover, Blues. Can they counter? Trying to get over that ball is Grindlay. Barbarians have infringed.
Some really good phases put together by the Barbarians on that occasion. Again, getting over the advantage line. Jamie Hannah just asking a question of that breakdown. The one prior with that turnover. But again, they just showed us how good they can be when they get that front foot ball and that strong carry. Elijah Croswell involved. And a couple down that left-hand side. But a good turnover, equally good defence. Plenty of questions asked of this Blues defence by this Barbarian side.
It's got a brief break in play here because someone's lost a boot. The boot has been flung behind the dead ball area, and coming into your right of your screen very shortly, you're going to see, you just saw it there. There you go. Ma'anonu was at 2010 in Soweto, and he skipped away and set up a try for Israel Dag. It's Joel Lamb, vice-captain out of Canterbury. Just a reminder, a couple of the variations they are playing here. It includes a 50-22. So if you're inside, or a 22-50, if you're inside your 22 and you kick the ball and you bounce it into touch inside the opposition territory, you will get the feed to that line out. Likewise, if you're in your own half and you can bounce the ball out inside the 22, you will get the feed to that particular set piece. You saw the one on day one. That's a wobbly old throw. Blues have been led away with it. Nikawasi again carrying hard in midfield. Rainsford trying to naffle that ball off, and Bryn Gordon's got over the top of that, and then he's lost it. Nice work by the Manawatu hooker, who's had a really strong first 26 minutes just let himself down where he just about had the ball in his mitts.
Oh, he has been very good, hasn't he, that hooker? He did score on day one against the Highland Terriers over that ball. There's full rights to it right now. Just losing it there. Well, it's tough. And one would argue, is that a penalty the other way? But he's been good out in the open down that left-hand wing. Is Bryn Gordon.
To the left, you see Sophia Maka and Sage Shaw Tate. Down to this left-hand side, 4 players for the Blues. Mackenzie, Evans, Grindlay and Nankiville. Referee Dan Waianga out of Hawke's Bay. Just works on this particular set piece.
Oh, yep.
Well, we've seen how powerful that blue scrum is. That second try coming through number 8, Ikuase. So their options now, when they're going forward, the backline can set and plan for any attacking opportunity.
Well, they're only packing with 7. Kawasi goes to Yobu, tries to get away from one, then spins and presents well. Mackenzie will play halfback. Go for Ahio. Surge by Sione. Evans. Very nice quick hands, getting that one out to Satiti. He offloads to Grindlay. We know what a handful he has been over the course of the tournament to date. Again, Mackenzie. Again, looking to work. Good hands. There's Evans. Offload. Picked off, though, by Elijah Croswell retreating. McQueen. Gets them outside the 22. The Barbarians take over again. Slater to Parker, who drives this ball back. Goes over the head of Shaw Tate. The option here is Satiti. Great grassing tackle by that man Gordon again. So Maki tries to get on the ball but can't. Yobu goes for the kick. Sitting back, waiting is Lamb. Claimed nicely though by Slater. Rainsford dives on it, but I think the Blues have got there first, and they have. Yobu with a kick. Tracking back is Robertson. Sits up nicely for Jack. He's got to go to the left foot. And he kicks. Fielded by Nankiville. Comes to halfway with space and numbers away to his left. Now he moves. Grindlay. Defensive line forms. Great pass. Evans, but forward was the call. Oh, I thought it was flat. Grindlay really fired one, and Evans just about got to the outside. Here comes Ryan Mead on for the Blues. Utilising 12 substitutions per game in this tournament.
To see the end of it here, Grindlay.
Where is he?
Looking to put that ball here just forward. Cool touch judge right on the spot.
There's Gordon again making a covering tackle. Still a man down, the Barbarians, and again packing with 8 on their own ball. There is Rona Toyali'i. He's going through some drills. Big moment here for Levi Halura-Tinga at the back. Solid scrum by the Barbarians.
Good scrum.
Rainsford pushes it down the middle. Nankiville comes across, so too does Mucker. Track back. Fire a look at his options and then think, I better put this. He stepped outside the 22. That's going to go back. Going to be a line out for the Barbarians.
Oh, great scrum and a great kick. And putting him in two minds, just the communication between these backfield players here. Well, to take it on, and then to kick, and then well outside.
Goes out on the full, comes back to the point where he kicked it, so just outside the 22. Barbarians walking in, trying to time this line out, which they've done to good effect in the first half an hour. 12 all. After 30 minutes, I don't think too many people would have picked that when they were turning up to Iron Delaney Park this morning. Scrappy, messy. Brown ends up with it. Now Berry as the locks combine to get the ball back for the Blues. McKenzie goes to the left foot. Well positioned though is Jack Parker. He's going to go to the air and chase. Coming forward and taking it is Mucker. Gets away from Parker, then a great fend on Morton. He's going backwards though, and McKenzie says, I want positivity. Punches this into the 22 of the Barbarians. Hilea Atinga. So we're playing for the Barbarians. I'm not going to kick it, I'm going to run it. And he gets rid of one and still going. Levi Hilea Atinga. And a penalty as well. Just the three representatives out of the Heartland provinces. Levi Hilea-Atinga out of North Otago. Trinity McQueen out of Thames Valley, who we've seen. And say Dennis Andrew Peters, King Country. Still to see Dennis off the bench. Gee, I tell you what, there'll be a few people having a look at this young fella, Levi Hilea-Atinga. He's showing good strength and good power.
Give them the picture, Bang.
Lovely kick and all good position for the Barbarians. 8.5 to go. 12 all. Every tick-tock of the clock, they'll be getting even more confidence. That one there, they let themselves down with execution. And you just saw there, Bryn Gordon, he knows it's a great opportunity. He has a chat with the mulleted Morton and says, that's on me, Harrison, my apologies.
Well, it's the second one, really, in this area, on the other side of the field as well. Just didn't get their timing right. So 2 big opportunities back inside the Blues half to put some pressure back on the Blues defence with the ball. But still, they are in the right area of the park, so they can put pressure on here. Their defence has been good. They've scrambled well.
See Tuiali'i back on the field, packing down at tight head for the Barbarians. He's out of Otahuhu College. Again, playing against players I'm sure he's very familiar with. 7.5 to go to the break. Good scrum again by the Blues. Held at the back. Kawasi. Nice control by the Blues, number 8. Now they've got the advantage, and Yobu says, let's go quickly. And he darts off. Wide for Evans. And the step back in. Nichols. Another Aucklander. Defending for the Barbarians. Here comes Grindlay. Taken by Hannah. McKenzie. Gets it outside there to Kawasi. Ball. Morton's picked it back.
Wow.
Offside is the call.
It was a general play. The breakdown formed, and then it is offside. I think it'd be a really good one to look at. That line speed coming up brilliantly from the Barbarians. Still putting the Blues under pressure.
Here is McKenzie. To push this in, and he has not put it out. Taken by Robertson. Robinson decides to go for a run. They're trying to fling him to the ground, and they eventually do get him down in the form of Shaw Tate. Rainsford out of North Harbour on the right foot. Down touch, and the Barbarians escape for the moment with 6 to play to the break. It's been a good contest, Ben Castle.
Yeah, very good contest. Both teams, well, in particular, this Barbarian side, you would have said the odds are stacked against them, really, against this good outfit that the Blues have brought to Taupō. But they're throwing plenty of energy in it. This is Vincent Green.
So Trinity McQueen back on in the headgear. Yep. Here is Vincent Green out of Hamilton Boys High School coming off. Also saw a change too with like Clayton Franz, a man born in Uppington in the North Cape of South Africa. He's come on in jersey number 19. Leota holds the ball high. They go, and it's taken down nicely by Basin. Yorbel away to Evans. McKenzie wanting to go wide, trying to get to the outside. That's a great tackle. Is that Salmaki over it? Yes, it was. Nice work from the man from Tasman. Carrying Whakatini. They get Leandro down, reaching in over the top. Tuiali'i. Beautiful work by Rona. Turnover. Counter-attack opportunity. Here's Slater to halfway. Lamb looking for space. Chasing through is Salmaki, taking Maka. Was he in the air? Yes, he was. Timing just wrong. And you see Salmaki just taking by Maka in the air. How good the turnover by the tight head.
Yeah, brilliant work. Good awareness. That ball's right there. He's on his feet. I'm just not sure that kick was quite executed where it needed to go. Salmaki, just his timing was out. There was plenty of space back down into this right-hand corner.
Leota looking for his targets, waits for the call and gets it. Go down the back. It's messy, but the Blues have got it through Satiti, their skipper. Evans carries into contact. Was targeted in centre field to work off. Yobu. Away it goes to Will Basin. This is under advantage. The ball again. Satiti. McKenzie. Pops that up nicely. Good support again from Satiti. Wide pass. There's Mucker trying to step his way through. Gets away from Slater. Still going. Still going, Mucker. He's lost a boot. And he's lost the defence. And that's a great try. To fire Mucker. Only needs one boot on his foot to dance his way through the Barbars' defence.
Well,
and the Blues at the front.
Yeah, one of the great tries you'll see today, I'm sure. Mucker showing his pace and his strength. He gets the ball early. Satiti, and then the left foot step, 1, 2. Look at that. That's lovely work. Good fend, another fend. And then 3 fends in a row through 3 defenders, then through the hole and the speed. And then the boot, that comes off. He doesn't need it. Then another fend just to finish here with Parker. Or just too fast. And what a finish from the fullback.
So there he is. That's the best one-shot try that I've seen since the Nonu involvement, as I said, in South Africa. That was outstanding. And literally, he blew himself out of the shoe. It's quite extraordinary.
Yeah, the footwork, that left foot step, 1,
Bang.
2, 3 as well. And then fend. And then the power, just taking that gap on another great fend on Lamb. And there goes that boot. Oh, they've been in touch, haven't they, the Barbarians, throughout this whole half. But just these last 5 minutes, there'll be some lungs hurting.
Well, what they will know is that this is an area the Blues haven't been good at. They have let themselves down in the next moment, and this is much better by Franz, taking and clearing. That's better work from the Blues. Parker, he's going to punch this one back. Backpedaling is Dayton Yorball. Comes away to McKenzie, who's decided we're going to go for a wee run, and he's looking for space. Now that ball, if that bounces, it doesn't breaks away from the sideline. Parker on the right foot, just slides off the side, so a net gain for the Blues with 90 seconds to go. And Waianga just checks the watch. We'll be seeing around 90 seconds to go on his timepiece. Blues with a chance to strike again before the break. Taken. They look to drive. Clayton Franz was the man they were wrapping around. Sitting at the back, and it's down. It's been turned over by the Barbarians. The players and the fans alike like that.
Yeah, great defence. And then there is the captain, a bit of a pat on the back, Jamie Hanna. Getting stuck into the tight stuff. Been prominent with ball in hand. A big leader for this team.
Well, when you see, if you stick around with us here today on Sky Sport, and you'll see the Crusaders play, you'll understand to a degree why Jamie Hanna is captaining the Barbarians, because, gee, they've got some very talented locks in that Crusaders outfit, and there's a lot of players you just weren't able to make some of those other sides, but, gee, they've formed a good unit, and they're doing so very well this morning. We're going to go wide, Nichols. Here's Parker. Robertson out wide. He's going to put a kick through. Gets clipped. Ball is sitting. Now where was that kick taken from? Because if that was inside the 50, that there is a 50-22.
Yeah, well, look at that.
It is.
There it is.
That there. So let's have a look at this on the replay. A reminder, if it is kicked from inside your half and bounces out inside the 22, you get the throw into this line out.
Kicked by before the... Yeah, just
Oh,
after
well
the
and
10.
truly.
Well, yep. What a great kick.
And that is bounced inside the 22, so the Barbarians with a great chance here. Can they execute? They can. Away it comes Rainsford. Now to Nichols, who takes a big shot. Presents. Lamb. Napa'a on the carry, but very lateral there and easily picked off by the Blues defence. Lamb sweeps that away. Salmaki just tries to straighten it up and set a target in midfield. Lamb. Rainsford. Nichols. Shot ball for Slater. Oh, combination of knock-ons. That'll bring the first half to an end. The Blues have the advantage by 19-12, but the New Zealand Barbarians are giving them every single thing that they have. Blues 19, Barbarians 12, second half. Not too far away. Welcome back to Owen Delaney Park in Taupo. Willie Lose getting the skinny there from the new Waikato MPC coach and Ross Filippo just in the burgundy coloured top there. Congratulations to Ross on that appointment as our two teams make their way back out onto the field. Barbarians heading away to the right of your screen, Blues to the left. And gee, if you're Paul Finney, the coach of the Barbars, Ben Castle, you'll be feeling pretty good after getting beaten by 70 points to 17 on day one. This is a lovely response against the Blues.
Yeah, the benefit of a game together as well and the combinations that they're working together and coming in and spending that time and understanding what the Barbarians are about and what it means and how they need to express themselves on the field. I've been really impressed with the way they're working in 2s and 3s with their ball carry. They're getting over their advantage line. There's plenty of energy on defence as well, coming up in a good line and making their tackles.
Stephen Bates, though, was a bit frustrated after the Crusaders game. I don't think that 40 minutes would have lessened his frustration levels any, but the positive from a Blues point of view, Ben, they do have the advantage as we start. And they get things underway. And it'll be the Barbarians with the first opportunity. They go away to Levi Halua-Atinga, who was very impressive in the first half, but they are quickly on top of him, driving him into touch. And so the Blues with early territory and a set piece to build off. Hans Leota to feed the line out. Getting up claimed by Basin. Now to Yobo. Getting away to Corey Evans. Presents nicely. Yobo in nice and quick. Berry. He gets a nice little short ball off to Franz. Barbarians try to get over the top, but they can't. This is better start by the Blues. Driving forward is Vakatini. Yobo quickly away. Kawase gets it to Berry. Croswell has to dive on him and does so. Under advantage though. 60 seconds into the second half. Yobo looking to swing this ball wide. Stepping, dancing back through as the try scorer. One of the try scorers in Maka. Stenhouse you see on in jersey number 21. Comes away. It's a good carry again by Franz. Clayton Franz not too far away. Barbarians drive. Penalty though has been awarded as they tried to drive over the top. A very good opening 90 seconds by the Blues to the second stanza.
Yeah, really clear. I think the messaging that has come from Stephen Bates and Daniel Bowden to this Blues team is take the direct route, take them on. You can see the runners that are taking that ball straight off Yobu, the 9, and carrying strongly, going direct, good fast clean out, then the ball's available. Very different to how they were playing in that first half. And now they get a great attacking scrum. They're 2-4 split, Stenhouse. Very good 10 out of St Pat's Town College in Wellington.
Grindlay there just to his right in jersey 13. And then jersey 23 is Corey Evans. Down the bottom of your screen there, that is Sage Shaw-Tate. Started at second five, but got moved out due to the unfortunate injury to Joel Cobb, which we hope is nothing too serious for that young man.
I'd say, Nigel, after the first half, I wouldn't be surprised if this ball doesn't go too far away from Ikuase's feet. You see Grindlay just at the bottom of the screen there. Whether he runs a line to hold that back defence, we'll see. But a good, powerful scrum. Here it goes, moving forward.
Barbarians restabilise. The second shunt comes in from the Blues. Ikuase. Yobo takes on the line, short. France. A little bit too high body position. Barbars get underneath him. Yobo goes for another dive. He's placed that against the base, but no, knock on is the call. Good positioning from Dan Waianga. Dayton Yobo not impressed. The young man out of King's College.
I'll get a great angle of it here. The halfback having a look. You can see the Bunnings Warehouse post. Wow, that's straight at the base. I'm not sure, but Dan Waianga was very adamant.
I am trying to recount whether there was was there a change when it comes to the law? That's what I'm pretty sure there's a change in the law. And you can't do that anymore.
Can't score at the base.
I'm getting a thumbs up from our producer here, Matt Quinn, whose memory is clearly far more superior than I. So, yeah, it is. So, yes, it is. You are not able to do that anymore in the game. Oh, big scrum coming in from the Blues, powering them and getting the penalty. Apologies for my little brain fade there. Good to have the experience of Matt Quinn doing the directing for us today. Plenty of time around the sport. So now the Blues, this is a great opportunity. If they want to try and set a strike play, and they're going to go with a 4-2 split again. 4 to the left, 2 to that right-hand side. You see Mucka and Shaw-Tate coming in and clarifying what the call's going to be if they do come to that right-hand side, the bottom of your screen.
The hardest place to defend scrum time, really. The loose forwards, they have to hinge their bets left or right, which way am I going, so they pull their heads up, sometimes shoulders off, which depowers the scrum. And Ikuase at the back, we've seen his skill taking the ball forward when that scrum is moving with the ball at the back of his feet. This is a better scrum here from the Barbarians.
And it comes out, and Yobu's going to come away to Mucka. Mucka trying to get to the outside. Has he got through? No. Good scramble defence by the Barbarians. Yobu. Short. Again, they try and power over. Bodies underneath. Try has been awarded, though. Dan Waianga says he's seen the ball grounded. Who comes up with it? Like it might be Wallace Satiti.
Yep.
And so, 5.5 into the second half. 24-12, the Blues extend.
Well, in the right area of the park, and a very good set piece. It was a better scrum on that occasion from the Barbarians, so they had to play it to the Blues. Correct. And then just some big carries, their big men getting involved. The second half, they've certainly started with that direct. Right, here they go over the line. There's plenty of bodies there. And Dan Waianga, when he's seen the ball grounded, seen enough as they come out to the right. This will be a good shot of it here. Mucka, he's been a hard man to put away as well. He's got a very good fend. They're scrambling in defence. The Barbarians. Then the cavalry arrived to carry that ball over the line. Well, certainly a lift in tempo and a lift in attitude from the Blues side in the second half. So it must have been some pretty direct words from Stephen Bates.
Here is Stenhouse, left footer to convert. Stenhouse has come on for Jock McKenzie. And he drifted that one back. Breeze helping, but he hasn't brought it round enough, so it's another unconverted try. Blues, though, 24-12 they lead. There's Wallace Satiti and a De La Salle. Son of Simo Satiti. Lovely take by Hannah. As the Barbarians regather. Lamb. Napa'a on a good carry. Lamb again. Here's Nichols trying to go straight. Going well. Lamb. This is under advantage here. You see some Maki. Lamb continues to work down that blind side. Little short ball there by Parker. Touched by Mucker. He's having a very good game. Sophia Mucker playing on the wing against the Crusaders, shifting to fullback. Coach Bates and company. A combination of a bit of rotation, a little bit of injury. Now, Jamie Hanna is going to ask Jack Parker, another Cantabrian, punch this ball into the corner. And we'll see what the Barbarians have got cooked up, whether we'll see another 10 men thrown into the line-out like we saw at one point there in the first half. Looks like they're just going to go traditional for the moment. They have got Elijah Croswell, though, out in the back line as a carrier. Taken down by Morton. Lamb. Wide here is Halura coming in off that right wing. Over that ball is Grindlay. Now, the Barbarians.
Well, Grindlay was actually okay there. Dan Waianga told him he was all right. It was Ekoaset not rolling away fast enough, which impeded the arriving players to make that clean out at the breakdown.
What are they contemplating here? They want a scrum. Some more substitutions.
Well, they'll bring Vincent Green back on. Good timing. Scrum time. He'll be fresh. There he is.
Trinity McQueen makes his way back to the bench.
Barbarians making a substitution, bringing back number 1.
So there's 12 substitutions per game allowed by each side. So again, another wee variation that they are using in this particular tournament. As I said, the 50-22 and the 22-50 kicks. Made a change at halfback of the Blues. There you see Manabaya on in jersey 22. Scrum at the back. Collapses. They're going to reset that. Good scrum by the Barbarians.
Yeah, better scrum. More stable, that ball. It was channelled well initially. It was nearly away for Joel Lamb, the halfback, but just got trapped at the end and then it went down. The ball's still there. See, they really need a good, clean strike. Bryn Gordon. They need to hit well and just chase that initial kick, that pressure on, and then the ball in and back.
Viliame Napa'a, the man out of Marlborough Boys, off the back of the scrum. Try and get this ball into his mitts as quick as possible. Here comes a big shunt. It actually comes straight back to Lamb. They come wide. Here's Parker. Putting a little kick in, but it's not a good one. Slater's come across to make a tackle, but now here's Satiti down the left wing. Satiti inside. He's got some speed, Wallace Satiti. Can they track him down? Parker has got his hands in the way. Ball goes out. This will be a line out for the Blues. Oh, Wallace Satiti. That is lovely from the blindside flanker and skipper of the Blues today.
Yeah, just pouncing on that ball there. Lovely offload as he comes sweeping around that side, and then the pace. Look at the footwork here. 1, 2, and then bang, just too much pace. Parker had to catch up. I think it's come off Parker's hand as he's looked for that pass. There it is there. And then Parker just shuffling it into touch.
It just shows you some of the talent available on that blue side. Wallace Satiti captaining. And there's a problem here now for Levi Halur-Atenga out of North Otago, who's been very impressive. Some concern here.
Grabbing his left hamstring.
Medical staff in. Now he's just trying to shuffle himself off the field. And they'll just strap that, get the pack on. Well, he's been good when he's had the opportunity, hasn't he, Levi Halur-Atenga out of North Otago?
Oh, he's been hard to put away today. Yeah, good footwork, powerful running and good speed. This is Bartley Saina of Auckland, number 23.
Yep, Liston College out West Auckland way. He'll get a crack at the team that he, I'm sure, was hoping to be part of. The great thing about having the Barbarians involved players that were maybe on the fringes of some of these sides, the opportunity for them to come together and, again, not only continue to learn about the game, but also learn about this wonderful club that is the New Zealand Barbarians and represent them. And they've represented them well too. Line out. Basin, bit messy. Going in and getting it is Evans, who's been very good since coming on. Here is Leota. Bayer on at halfback, Manu Bayer. Scored a try against the Crusaders on day one. Away they go. It's Franz with the strong carry. Bayer again trying to organise. Goasi, 5 outs. Bayer again. There's Evans. Centimetre by centimetre, they're inching closer to the try line, the Blues. Another pick and a drive. Has Jamie Hanna got his body underneath it? I think he has, Ben Castle.
Yep. There he is there on his back. The captain, he's getting help to his feet as well. Here's that last of it here, the carry. See it here, up, driving forward. There's Hanna, number 4. Well done. I think that left knee as well, that's underneath. Hanna, he pushes out and then he comes back into a perfect position. Just gets bumped initially, but then gets underneath. And they're playing live again.
Yep, drop out from the goal line has been taken. The Blues look to spread wide left, a little high from Nichols. Advantage being played for that. He's going to have a wee chat with him. Nichols out of Mount Albert Grammar School. Hanna's being called out here. Oh, he's going to the pocket. It's a yellow card. Second yellow card of the day for the Barbarians. Quinton Nichols departs for 10.
Well, it's reckless, really.
Contact with the head. It's actually quite an easy decision for referee weighing it. Very little argument can be put forward by neither captain nor offender. So down to 14 again. Go the Barbarians.
The Blues are making a substitution.
Sil Fono.
Number 17, Asili Fono.
Vasili Fono, him coming on now. And good shift from Leandro Vakatini.
Vakatini born in Rarotonga. Big solid lump of a lad at a metre 92 and 108 kgs.
Yep.
Changes there, you see.
Yeah, I think
I'm hoping that's just maybe he's just had a real bad knock to the leg, maybe just a bit dead. Hopefully nothing too serious. Oh, the Blues are just going to waltz over. The Barbarians are saying...
Yeah, truck and trailer.
Yep. Never committed. And a buyer going in and asking the question. Talk us through this one, Ben.
Well, they haven't committed at all to this breakdown here. So the ball, there are players ahead of the ball. And that without a attacking or a defending player, that is deemed shepherding, or they call it truck and trailer, which is a turnover or accidental offside.
Barbarians with the loose head and feed.
Well,
definitely.
It's a coach special, that one there. Let's leave it. They get that drive on. We're not doing it. We're not going to have a bar of it and see if we can turn over that way. That's Feeney.
Oh, they've got a good wee coaching staff headed, as you say, by Paul Feeney. This is a big moment, though, for the Barbarians because the Blues will bring heat, but they've got it out nice and quickly. A chance now to carry through Salmaki. Lamb back to Rainsford. It's a really nice exit by the Barbarians. Good ball carry, Salmaki. Nice clearance back to Rainsford. And Jackson clears nicely for touch. Line out Blues with the 12-point advantage. Led by 19 points to 12 at the break. 12 all. Around 15 minutes in that first half until a lovely try by Mucker gave the Blues the lead just before the break. Kawasi, Bayer, Stenhouse rips this ball wide to Shaw Tate. Tries to get away from one, gets taken in a big tackle. Bartley saying up. Bayer comes back left-hand side. Carry by Mead. Bayer again. Good hands. A few numbers here. Some holes appearing. Here's Mucker for the line. Ooh.
He's lost it.
He has lost it. My concern there was the legality of the tackle by Napa'a. Was there arms involved?
See the pop-up ball. Well, yeah, you'll see it coming across here, Finn.
No. Well, he tried to wrap. I think he got his arm caught. Was there an attempt to wrap on this one? Great scramble, great effort, Ben. You can't fault that. Well,
benefit of the doubt, the left arm might have been underneath. But you're right, they did scramble well.
there were just a couple of disconcerting signs, though, wasn't there, Ben? The fact that there were just a few holes appearing defensively and the Blues trying to manipulate that space and doing so reasonably effectively. It's 24-12. Just a player receiving some treatment there. Might have been the captain, Jamie Hanna. Another defensive scrum for the Barbarians. They have shored up this area. They were under some real trouble at certain stages, but they a lot more competitive. Here comes another big push, but again, Lamb quickly gets it away. So Maki will carry. Lamb, slow ball, comes back. Rainsford onto the left foot. Has he found touch? No. Sage Tate goes to Mucker. We've already seen what this man can do with very little space. You don't want to give him that much. Offloads. And it's been turned over. Toiali'i for the Barbarians. Lamb. Rainsford off the right foot this time. Tracking back. Awkward bounce for Grindlay. Has to dive on it. Barbarians are there trying to get over the top, but Mahana's done really well. Bayer wants to come wide here. Kawasi working down the right. Has he got that one back? Yes. Stenhouse. Short ball for Evans. Advantage being played here by referee Wanga. Comes back. It's all short ball for Stenhouse. Lovely combination. The Kawasi. And skipping away is going to be Manu Bayer. And exploiting that right-hand edge nicely of the Blues. 29-12 with the kick to come.
A couple of occasions now they've come down this right-hand side and really got some momentum. Have the Blues. There's been some good defensive work from the Barbarians, but that occasion just too many numbers. You see it come wide here. Lovely little offload. Back inside, and then Ekawase down this right-hand side. Big man sums up the situation well. Ball will beat man on the inside. Very good fend there from Paya. And he finishes off some good faces here really nicely here. The back inside ball to start with. And then out the back door, and then Ekawase. And then it's really just some nice brilliance from Paya.
Stenhouse converts to make it 31 points to 12 in favour of the Blues. It's second try of the tournament for Manu Bayer, who got a nice try against the Crusaders with a quick tap on day one, Sunday. This is day two of Super Rugby Aotearoa under-20s. Changes being made by the Barbarians. You can see jersey 16, Mateo Taiseni coming on, and Trinity McQueen out of Thames Valley coming back into the fray as well. Now the Mercury Bay area is Trinity McQueen. Lovely part of the world. Good fishing up there, BC, as I understand.
Yeah, Whitianga.
Nice restart high, an opportunity for Hanna and co to get underneath it. They have, but it is the Blues that have come through and snaffled that ball. It might be Raysor who came through. Looks like he might be on the field. And it is Raysor in jersey 29. Box kick from Bayer. Sitting back, waiting for this one is Bartley Sayana. Tries to step, and they've got him. That ball is going to roll into touch. Good defence, good chase by the Blues. It is going to be the Barbarians who get the ball, though. So, Taisini to throw to this line out. Wait. Great exasperation. Just wants to get involved and gets his first line out throwing. And it's a wonky old throw that Byer's got. Blues with great front foot ball. Nice pop for Basin following in. It's been turned over. They will play the line out throw that went awry. So it'll be a scrum. Just looking at Dan Wang, it looks like might have a little bit of an issue himself there. He was holding the shoulder a bit gingerly. He put the arm out a little bit too quick. Might have tweaked a muscle, possibly. We'll get the injury report later on in the day from the referee. As we tick over an hour mark, the weather that has been forecast, thankfully staying away. The weather forecast for Tauport and the surrounds, not the greatest, but gee, at the moment, a little bit of a breeze you can see in the flags in the background, but good conditions for rugby. 2 more games to come this afternoon. Followed by what should be a very interesting encounter between the Hurricanes and the Highlanders. Highlanders victors on day 1 over the Barbarians. And then we finish off with the 2 teams that had victories on the opening day, and that was the Crusaders and the Chiefs. It's at 3:30. Highlanders and Hurricanes at 1:30.
Yep.
The Blues kick into the corner. And they will look, no doubt, set something up off a line out, whether it's a set play or a drive.
Some substitutions now from the Barbarians. George Methven, number 20. He was very strong in that Highlanders match. And Taylor Dale, number 19, he also very competitive. And Jamie Hanna, well, he gets a well-earned break, the captain.
He just works and works. There's Jamie Hanna. There's a nice shift as well by Napa'a. Drive on Satiti, the ball winner, and they look to try and change the point of attack. And this is a nice drive from the Blues. Now the Barbarians have countered. Still got good form, though, the Blues. Again, just trying to manipulate and change where they're going. They'll pop it off to Byer. Byer's got a double. 36-12, and that was nice manipulation by the Blues pack, and Byer gets the reward.
Yeah, solid line out again as they march forward. They've got plenty of options here. As you said, Nigel, the Barbarians, well, they fought back, but they had plenty of numbers fighting back there, and just the timing of when to go. And this Byer, he can identify the space. He's been the one who's saying, let's go now. And the ball beats the man, and over he goes. Oh, just good set piece from the Blues. Really stepped up in the second half. Really across the board, the forward pack.
Now you see Manu Byer, and they're really laying down the law as well.
Yeah, they've been far more direct. Their carries have been with purpose. Their clean-out's been with purpose. Their set piece has lifted up even more in the second half.
And they have punished the 14-man Barbarian side with Nichols in the bin for that high shot. Here's Stenhouse. And a hold. Comes back at him off the upright. Another miss, but the lead advances.
And there's that drive again. Just working hard across the board. But the timing of Byer, when he says he gives up the tap. Yeah, lovely angle.
Barbarians go deep with the restart. It's Byer who kicks this ball back, and it's taken by Bartlett Sayana up to halfway. And he gets into Blues territory. And they're too much attacking ball, the Barbarians, nowhere near to the same amount as what they had in that first 40 minutes. Trying to get over that ball of the Blues. It's under advantage, though. So Lamb, Joel Lamb, who's one of the vice captains, so it'll either be he or Jackson Rainsford, the man who's now got the ball, who will take over the overall leadership of this team with Jamie Hanna on the bench. Nice touch finder. Just outside the 22, and the Barbarians with arguably their best field position of this entire second half to work off. Changes being made. Joel Lamb is coming off. And on comes Ben Fuhinil, jersey number 21.
Two good nines. The Barbarians. Fuhinil was very good against the Highlanders. Joel Lamb, well, he's played very well today in the number 9 shirt.
A little bit messy at the front, but it's cleaned up by Methven for the Barbarians. Driving through come the Blues. Neil gets it. Morton. They meet him. Ball has been turned over. Now it comes back to the Barbarians. Byron, they're trying to get over it. Before we knew it's a little scrappy. It's going straight ahead now is Taisini. Another pick and another go. Just weighing up the options. It's slow. Comes away Rainsford. Here's Nichols, who's back on the field. No doubt wanting to atone for his indiscretion. But the Blues just blow straight over the top and a chance to counter down the left. Grindlay beats one, beats another. Finally, they hold on to him. Vincent Green won't let him go. Bayer, back to McKenzie, who's come back on. Will the Barbarians look to go quickly here? No, not enough bodies back. And a nice touch finder there by Jock McKenzie. So line out for the Barbarians.
Will they just take a moment here? They will. Another boot. It's George Methven now. He's just got his one on.
Taken nicely at the front by Rowan Slater. Still going, still fighting and scrapping. And he presents nicely. For Neil, wanting to come wide. Rainsford, Nichols, trying to get, that's a big tackle, but bouncing up to the feet. That there is a great shot. Now they keep working away to this right-hand side to the Blues off that good defensive play. They have ball back in hand. Now it's just to have the pockets picked by Dom Clark. Ooh. Clark. Some lovely positive feedback for the official coming through our effects microphone. Of course, the players, not the only ones sort of being watched and assessed. I know Bryce Lawrence, head of the referees for New Zealand Rugby, he's here working with the 3 officials that will be officiating today. And taking it nicely again is Satiti. They've had some really good work off this drive, and they're going to look to go to it again. Good position. Ray Saw's got this in the back. They're just going to wander, and Ray's going to dive and score. It's another try for the Blues as the score starts to blow out a touch. 41-12. Still got 13 and a half to play.
Yeah, another powerful set-piece play from the Blues. And saw it's a lovely throw, good lift, and they set very well. Their body positions are good. They're organised. And this is tough to defend any team, really. The Barbarians, with their body positions, aren't where they need to be. They just can't really stop that momentum there. An easy try. It's just come off the back of good pressure, field position. And some of their big players stepping up as well. I've seen Satiti carrying the ball, been very active in that space. Ikuasi involved a lot. James Brown. Basin.
Here is Stenhouse trying to convert the 7th Blues try. 2 tries in the first half to the Barbarians, but the Blues really pulling away with it in the second 40. There, sneaks this one inside as opposed to hitting the upright. 43-12. Mills Muliaina.
Sam Ward as well on the stripe top there, coach of New Zealand U20's last year in North Harbour. Of our All Black Centurions there, Mills Muliaina.
Brought up that mark at the World Cup in 2011. Here comes a nice reclaim. They've been good on the restarts, the Barbarians. They've competed and they've been successful. Here's Harrison Morton out of Otago. We knew. Comes back. Here's Clark. Clark offloads. Gets it away to Robertson. All back inside to Slater. Now the Barbarians with some go forward to work off. Nice short ball. Good carry. Tysini. We kneel. Wanting to go wide once again. Little kick through from Rainsford. Fire goes back. They'll dot that one. Restart.
Under advantage.
Looks as though it was.
Yep, there we are. Otherwise, that would be a goal line dropout.
I was going to say that's a lot of advantage.
A lot of advantage, a lot of space, but
we say that the way it has been defined is a significant tactical and/or territorial gain. I thought 25 metres would constitute maybe some significant territorial gain, but nonetheless, Dan Wainger has been consistent.
Yeah, give them a crack from
throughout
here.
the court. This will be now. How many goes in? That's a lot of bodies.
There they go again.
That's a lot of bodies heading over. And here comes big moment for the kid from King Country. No number.
Number 17.
Dennis Andrew Peters.
Local lad plays for Tapanui Districts.
There you go. You hear that coming through on the PA as well.
Yep.
He forms part of this massive line out. How many we got there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What was that? 10. Let's hope they get the target. They do to Morton.
This time. Oh,
a few back away. Again, they're trying to charge the point. Oh, they've got it. It's the King Country kid who's got it too. He's not too far away. They've managed to push him back. Oh, they've held him up. Who was that getting in there? I think it might have been Clayton Franz who's come through. You'll see Dennis Andrew Peters pops up. Gee, what a moment that would have been for him with his first touch.
Well, they said it well, just bobbled at the top there, and they couldn't bring it down there as Andrew Peters. He just sheared off the side of that drive, which exposed him in number 19. And it was Clayton Franz. Just had his hands all over it because he'd called the maul initially, so he can take it to ground. Don't have to release the player.
A chance for the Blues now to clear. 5 out. Scrum goes down on that far side. He's a decent chunk of King Country meters, that young Dennis Andrew Peters.
Yeah, great moment for him.
Oh, what a buzz.
Yep.
Got the nice send on as well from our ground announcer, doing a great job for the local lad. It's out of King Country, the third player from the Heartland provinces involved with this Barbarian side. Grabs a good bind and gets about his next job in that scrummaging. Oh, free kick given though by Wainger. Might have actually been Andrew Peters who he's pinged for that. So the Blues now with the chance to clear down their left wing side. Inside the final 10. This is the second day. Have they found touch? Go very quickly. Bartlett saying that. Wanting to come wide, running a bit lateral. Now drops it off to Dom Clark, I should say. Straightens. Quickly away to this right-hand side, Rainsford. Line speed of the Blues has been good in the second 40. And that's Boyden turned over by Basin in there. Franz spins his way to halfway. Bayer. Evans. Trying to get the hands free. That's a lovely ball to Satiti. He pops it away to Grindlay. Grindlay looking. Pops it up. Nice support. Jock McKenzie. His second try of the tournament. And the Blues are within a couple of bringing up the half century.
Well, just pouncing on a mistake, an error at the breakdown. It was you said it, Nigel, as well, good line speed from the Blues. And then the ball just bobbling out. This is after they've carried once, and then this ball out in front. Evans with some good footwork and then a little offload. Lovely pickup. Look how low that is there for Satiti. And then Grinley. Well, could he have given it early, but he made a good decision to hang on, ball in two hands, and then popping back on the inside, McKenzie. That's a lovely finish.
He scored one against the Crusaders on Sunday. Gets another one here. And now it'll be Stenhouse to try and convert the 8th try and bring up 50 points for the Blues. It's a nice wee passage there, though, for the Barbarians. And this is a team that lost 70 points to 17 on the opening day, but really had just been thrust together. I mean, Rowan Slater only joined the squad on Sunday. He was a touch busy, I understand, Ben, prior to that.
I spoke to him down on the sideline when he hadn't stripped. I said, are you injured? He said, no, I've just arrived. I've had a lot of mustering to do, so I couldn't join the team to start with. They had to move stock before I joined up, but he's certainly been prominent today, the number 6. That's the beauty of our game, and the Barbarians, the opportunity to be involved in the Super Rugby Aotearoa under-20s. Barbarians players.
6.5 minutes, and again they go high, and the Blues have knocked this on, and here comes a big carry from Taylor Dale. Wide it comes again. Rainsford stepping as Croswell, who's back on the field. Elijah, his younger brother of Nick Croswell. One or two Turbo fans will know. Ball has been turned over, a chance again. Player down and back play for the Barbarians. Good carry there by Mead. And a bit of concern being shown here by Dan Waianga.
Yes, Taylor Dale. He was really impressive in day one in that first game.
I was back on the Dan Waianga, excuse me. Hawke's Bay, the referee, and some concern there. Oh, yep, that's a decent bump that is forming underneath the right eye of Taylor Dale out of Otago. Still just on 6 to play. So coming up, next game will get underway at 1:30. And that'll be the Hurricanes and the Highlanders. Their former Tongan captain Willie Losek joining Ben Castle on the call for that one. And then 3:30 this afternoon. Two teams that were victorious on day one. It's the Crusaders and the Chiefs. The Chiefs outfit defeating the Hurricanes, and the Crusaders looking very much an extension of the well-oiled Crusaders machine that we've come to know at the top level. Very impressive in wearing down the Blues. Loose head and feed to the Blues inside their own 22. Byer, scrum twisting and turning. Sitting off the back. Barbarians wandering forward. Barbarians have snaffled this, and away they come. Taisini coming wide. Nichols coming back on the angle is Clark. Neil gets that ball away. That's a good surge. Toiali'i for Neil. Well, that's a penalty against James Brown. Reaching in, going on his own and scoring! Matteo Taisini, the opportunist with the dart and the try.
Oh, that's brilliant work. Oh, across the board there, that substitution, the number... Well, he's wearing number 21. Fuineo, you'll see him there scrambling around like every good halfback, putting pressure on the back of that scrum. It's a good scrum. There he comes up with the ball. Look at him lay the ball back, how fast he does this to keep the momentum. Then that ball slammed down. Number 16, watch him here. Taisini, Matteo Taisini. Take the direct route straight through. And the bench are up as well with that one.
Great body position too. Got low nice and early. Parker stepped forward to add the extras, and that's a nice positive finish for the Barbarians. They started really well and were in the game at half time. The Blues have dominated the second 40, but another good positive for a team which, as we said, was thrown together at such short notice. And 50-19 the score at the moment in favour of the Blues, but positives are plenty for the invitational side.
Yeah, perfect body position. There he is. Taisini, he was Very good as well, very physical in day one.
More changes coming on at the moment as they roll through the last of their allotment of substitutions. 12 substitutions per team. And roll those through. Napa'a is the man who's been substituted off. Taken. That's nice work by Methven. He's flung to the ground. Another Cantabrian as part of the side, and the Barbarians will look to move. Clark trying to get the hands up. Another Cantab. Fuinil. Parker. Oh, straight to Stenhouse. 3 to play in the Blues with the possession just outside the Barbars 22. Trying to get over that ball, Rona Toiali'i. Penalty though. Actually sure if it was against Rona. Well, there is Clark flicking the ball up for Bayer. And Blues wanting to put this ball into the corner where they've had good success. Get the tries for Bayer and Saw. 2.5 to go. Ray Saw, jersey number 29, prepares to deliver. Comes in. Go down. It's a little bit wonky, but they've dragged that in nicely. They look to set again. Clayton Franz has got it. They try and get underneath him, and he flicks it back. Saw. Ball has been lost.
22 line. 20.
So the opportunity for the Blues is squandered. So 8 tries for the Blues, 3 for the Barbarians. You know, from a Barbarians point of view, they played the Highlanders, as I said, on opening day on Sunday and lost by 70 points to 17. So a scoreline of 50 to 19. I'm sure will represent nice improvement for the squad being coached by Paul Feeney. For the Blues, there'll be areas I'm sure that Stephen Bates will still be slightly frustrated with, but they'll get a little bit of confidence. They've had some nice moments, some good play. There's a big scrum again, and the scrum, when they do get it right, is a weapon. The problem is it's just been a little bit inconsistent in terms of their technique and not staying straight and parallel like you are meant to. There's Jackson Rainsford punching down the left-hand side as we're inside the final 60 seconds of this game. Day 2, game 1. Super Rugby Aotearoa under-20s coming to you from Owen Delaney Park in Taupo. The try scorer looking for the target. They find Morton. We knew. It's it out wide. Here's Nichols trying to get to the outside of Grindlay. Grindlay comes back and gets him. We knew. Clark puts the ball low. Scoot back is McKenzie. Gets the ball away to Shaw Tate. Now Stenhouse looking, trying to punch that ball in. Rainsford comes up to the defensive line, met by Shaw Tate. Sinks to the turf and presents. Carry there. Fuinu. Toiali'i. Andrew Peters as the prop forwards combine. There's the siren. Barbarians going over the top. Saying that's lost. That'll be the final act. Very entertaining game. Courageous performance by the New Zealand Barbarians, but it is the Blues that have emerged victorious. They outscore them by 8 tries to 3. Final score of 50 points to 19.